What's up? This is apathy and empathy. Let's do more of it. Okay, now I know I haven't made a video in a long time. That's because I couldn't get a camera. So, this video I'm going to be teaching anyone who wants to learn how to play guitar. You know, just like a beginner video. Show you like the names of the strings. Like a couple chords I can show you. I'll explain those, the fingering of those chords. And that's all for today. And then I will upload some more videos progressing through that. So without further ado, here we go. So first off, let's start off with the name of the strings. Okay, let's start off with numbering. I know it seems weird, but we're going from numbering the strings. We're going from bottom to top. Okay, so it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. I started with the thinnest one and went to the thickest one, which is the top, and the thinnest one's at the bottom. And the names of the strings, going from bottom to top to bottom, down. Starting with the lowest one. This is the low E. Low E. All right. You can tell it's the low E because it's the lowest of all the strings. The second lowest and the second thickest is the A string, which is second string, fifth string technically. The third string which is the third thickest, and the final of the thick ones, of the really thick ones, is the D string. Alright, so it's E, A, D. Alright. And this third one, the very first thin one you see on your guitar, if you have it with you, or if you even own a guitar, is the G string. I know that sounds funny, but, it's used in a lot of little famous songs, like, well, it's used in every song, basically. Then the string above that, which is the second thinnest, is the B string. You have one more string left to go, and the thinnest one and the highest of them all is the high E. Now, whenever you're looking at tabs, just have an example with me right here. These right here, these are tabs. The numbers, if you can see them, the numbers down here at the bottom, all these numbers, these represent frets. And if you look at the 6 lines, those are the 6 strings on the guitar. So, for right here, if you see a 0 on that second string at the bottom, that means you're playing an open note on the A string. And if you see 2 or more chords on the same, like going vertically, like that, not like in a diagonal sort of thing, just going straight down, and like right here it says 10, 9, 7, well, that's a chord. It's showing the chords, and if you look, you can also see the chords if you don't like reading tabs, and you can read music pretty good. Up here at the top, it has them, again, vertically. So, that's just like basic tabs. And the weird thing with tabs is, if it has the names of the strings, everything will be in capitals but the high E string. Moving on, I'm going to show you some chords. One of the most basic chords you'll ever know is a standard G. It's basically, that's a basic G. Now you take your middle finger, or your second finger, put it on the 3rd fret, E string, low E. Then you take your first finger, put it on the 2nd fret, A string. Alright, now these 2 strings right here, you don't bother with those at all. Now, with this finger, you put it on the 3rd fret, B string. B string. And so, But you can hear that high E string is open, and that doesn't sound right on a G. So you take your pinky, put it on the high E on the 3rd fret, and you have a G. Now another chord I'm going to show you is called a C-add 9. Now a C-add 9 is the same thing as a G, except you move these 2 fingers down a string. So instead of having your middle finger and your first finger on the E and the A, you're going to have them on the A and the D, and you're not going to touch the low E. You're not going to touch that string. That string isn't involved in this chord. So instead of, you hear how it's kind of lower, and you know, it's a little bit lower than the other one. It's simply because you're not, you know, it's just the same thing as a G. And the last chord I'm going to show you for today, and I promise I'll show you more chords in my next video, is a standard D. Now, again, you don't strum these two, these bottom 2, the A and the E. You strum the top 4, which is the D, the G, the B, and the E, high E, and you leave the D open. You leave the D completely open, which means you don't touch that string. You can still strum it, but you just don't put a finger on it. You take your first finger and you put it on the G string on the 2nd fret. You take your ring finger, you put it on the 3rd fret B string, and you take your middle finger and you put it on the high E string, 2nd fret. And with that, you get a D. So again, E, D, G, B, E, G, C-add 9, no E, and D. And there you go. Those are just some basic stuff that I'm showing in this video. So be sure to watch out for my next video, which will probably come out like tomorrow or something, with some more info for beginners.